y'all, it is time for our weekly haul. I'm so looking forward to talking about makeup today. I want to show you all the things I bought that came in this week, things that were sent to me. I just want to talk about makeup, okay? It has been a rough week for me, lots going on, so I'm looking forward to just hanging out with y'all, chilling, playing with some makeup, looking at some beautiful things. I have a lot of good stuff here in front of me, some mainstream, some indie brands. It's a haul, y'all. I am excited. We do these every single week. I washed my hair today and it is like, it's giving me like my blowout dreams that I wanted. I spent time styling it, but good grief, it is already hot here in the South, so I'm gonna have to push it out of my face. We're gonna talk about some makeup. Let me start off with the foundation that I'm wearing today. I bought the new Fenty foundation. This is the Soft Lit Fenty foundation. Naturally luminous longwear foundation. I bought the shade 265. This was an olive undertone. I'll put it up for y'all. Listen, you know, I will put it up. And I'm wearing it today. I'm ready to throw the box away. I try to keep the box until I like show y'all what I bought so I can show you the box and everything. But like I've been wearing this all week and I was getting tired of like putting it in and out of the box. So the box gets to go in the trash now. I heard that this is Fenty's like biggest launch in years. Like they're talking about how people are loving this, and I bought it because I was curious. And I love this bottle, by the way. Hold on, look at this. This is luxurious packaging, right? Isn't that cute? Now, it is a little bit light for me, especially for this time of year as I've been outside, as I'm gonna be outside. But let me give you a little swatch because I've really been enjoying this. So there it is on my hand. So it's just a smidge light for me, not super light. It definitely is working for me today. I just went in with a little bit more bronzer than I normally would. But that is pretty, right? Let me tell you about the claims though, because I have oily skin. I'm living in a very humid place. Like I said, it's hot today. I've had the AC going all day and still I'm like, my hair's kind of sticking to me because of the humidity. This is a natural looking radiant foundation without shine, high performance long wear formula with medium coverage. I love medium coverage. I love a natural finish. And a lot of foundations we're seeing lately are like natural matte or natural radiant. Yeah, I'm wearing it and I bought it since it wasn't like glowy, luminous, dewy, all of that. It was like natural finish leaning radiant. I was like, okay, I think I can do that without the shine, and it says it's long wear, so maybe we could do a wear test or something on this. Let me know, because I definitely have my first impression thoughts, and I think it looks really nice. Of course, I set with powder. I always set with powder. Whenever people are like, oh, this foundation or concealer stuff sets, like you don't need powder, it's not happening. I'm always setting with the powder. Oden's Eye sent me their new single shadows, and I'm so excited about this. I love Oden's Eye so much. They're one of my favorite indie brands. They are based in Sweden, and this is what their new magnetic palettes look like. So pretty, right? Like this print. Let me show you, because we have matte shadows and Oden's Eye has never done single matte shadows. So they sent me the shadows in the little magnetic palette. So I kind of put all the mattes together. And I'll show you how I got this eye look in a minute, but I want to talk about these because these are really beautiful. And I've been playing with these for a little while now and really enjoying them. I love Oden's Eye. I think their quality is amazing. And they also expanded their shimmer shadow line and their multi-chrome line. So there's also this like bigger magnetic palette, same print though, like same print, but I put all the shimmers, metallics, multi-chromes in this palette. And tell me this is just not what pure happiness looks like. You can't tell me. You can't tell me this is not what happiness looks like. Oh, I love it. Let me show you this little clip really quick of me like taking a photo of this in the sunlight outside, because as soon as I saw this, I was like, oh, the sunlight needs to hit this sparkle. The sunlight needed to hit this sparkle, y'all. So this is an expansion of their Jewel Shine collection. They launched single shadows at the beginning of the year. I believe it was like New Year's 2023. So definitely check out my video there if you're curious about the first round of singles. But this lunch, these are so pretty. These are so pretty. Like, look at it one more time. And of course, I want to show you close-ups and swatches and all of that so that you can see how beautiful these are. The shadows have this like lattice basket weave print on them, which I think is so like soft and romantic and playful. It's just really, really pretty. And I love the shifts and the shine of these shadows. The mattes perform just the way I expect Oden's Eye mattes to perform. I didn't have any issues with any of the shadows that I've used. There are definitely different formulas in here. Some that feel like a eyeshadow formula, like a powder that you would expect, some a little more smooth and creamy, some even more like almost like a Super Shock type formula, but I haven't experienced any creasing or anything like that, anything off or weird with these. They all perform beautifully, exactly like what I expect from Oden's Eye. I love Oden's Eye, one of my favorite brands. I have all of their stuff, but I need more because like more is more and I need it. So anytime they release something, like must have. When I saw the greens in this collection, I was so happy. Green is my favorite color. I could wear green all the time. That's why I chose to wear green today as well, because I wanted to do like earthy vibes. You know, I wanted to do the greens with the browns for my eye look. I wanted to add in one of those super sparkly shades. Just all around, I wanted to have fun with these singles. Oden's Eye, I will put a link to these because I know this collection is available now. And they have different bundles. Like they have bundles of all mattes. They have bundles where you can get like the more iridescent shades. They have multi-chrome bundles. They have them in singles. They have different types of magnetic palettes. Really cool. And I honestly, like if Oden's Eye ever is like, you know, we don't want to send Heather this launch. We don't want to send her this launch in PR or whatever. I will be on the site at lunchtime buying myself because I was a customer of Oden's Eye before I became an affiliate. Like I love their stuff. I think their stuff is so beautiful. I keep looking and I'll be like, oh, but I love that shade. And then I'll look at another shade and I'll think, oh, but I love this shade. Like they're all so gorgeous and I'm so freaking happy to have those in my collection. I'm definitely going to be playing with those more, creating more looks. Like I think I'm going to wear those tomorrow. I love eyeshadow. I did buy the new Hy-Glam powder foundation from Natasha Denona. This is the Blurring Flex Tech Hybrid Powder. Okay, so Natasha Denona loves her long names, right? And I bought the shade Y10, which is supposed to have like a yellowy undertone. I normally look for olive undertones, but I'm pretty sure it was Natasha Denona that says like the Ys will cover olive undertones as well. So I have not worn this just as foundation yet. I've just kind of used this like with a skin tint all over the face and then kind of buffing this in to give myself a little more coverage. But I'm definitely going to be reviewing this. It will just take me some time because I don't do a lot of powder foundations. Here is the shade I got. So I think the shade is not going to be bad for me, especially once I add bronzer and stuff. You can see it's not too far off from the Fenty. I definitely don't see that olive undertone to it, but that's okay. I'll try to pick a bronzer and things to like mesh it all together. You know, it's all about the combination of products, but I really like this compact. I think this is very luxe and sleek looking. It feels nice, like it feels like it's worth the price point, you know, because Natasha Denona is not a, it's not a brand that has a low price point whatsoever. So I'm definitely going to try this like as a foundation, but so far I've just used it like lightly dusted over a skin tint for a little more coverage and a little set. I had to pull the sticker off the mirror because I hadn't done that yet. And I have kept the box so I would remember to tell y'all about it. It says if you're using it as a foundation to apply with the sponge, and there is a sponge in the component. I didn't even show that to y'all. Underneath the powder, there is a little sponge in here that feels really, really nice. And I do like that there's like vented air holes in here so that the sponge can get some air in there and not just like get oil on it and sit in it closed up, airtight all week. Like we don't want that, right? It says you can also use it as a setting powder with a face brush or powder puff across the face, which that's more how I've been using it with my skin tints. So I'll definitely be trying that and definitely keep you updated. I love doing these hauls every week. I absolutely do, but I always follow up a review. After I've tested and tried things more than one time, I come back and I let you know if it's any good or if it's not any good. If you didn't watch my last video, there were definitely some products that I wasted my money on, and there were definitely some amazing products. So definitely check that video out. And that leads me into my package from Salt, New York. I'm so excited. I did demo that in the last video I was talking about, where I was telling you like what products were worth it, kind of giving you a review. And I did use this in the video and told you my thoughts of all Salt, but Salt sent me some more products, and you can see I have not even unwrapped this. I wanted to unwrap it with y'all because it just came in the mail, and these lions on this tissue paper are so pretty. So I'm like, the urge is strong to just rip into this and pull out and see what I got, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm like, let me wait and let me show y'all. Oh, and there's a card with my name on it and products, and I'm excited because I did have these products gifted to me from Salt, New York. I got to meet the owner, Kiki, when I went to New Orleans. So these are the products that I got last month. Yeah, last month. It comes in this beautiful compact, and I had picked out my foundation, concealer, bronzer, blush shade, and I had also picked out a highlighter shade. I've really been enjoying these products, and Salt, New York said, can we send you any more shades? And I was like, yes, because I enjoy y'all so much. And two, I don't know about y'all, but like I definitely use lighter shades in the winter when I'm not having as much sun exposure, deeper shades in the summer. So I was like, yes, absolutely, I would love some more products. And these bags, I know I'm just talking about packaging, but it all matters. I love supporting an independently owned brand. I love that. I also love supporting a like creator brand. I just absolutely love. Let's look at the things that they sent me, and I'm excited. I do have a affiliate code with Salt, New York. I'll pop it up here on the screen. I have one with some of these brands. I try to pop them on the screen as I go because editing, Heather remembers these things, but talking about makeup, I don't always remember. So I did get another compact. So as we open these, we can put these in our little compact here. These are the shades that I had before, and now we will unbox the new ones, and I'll put all the shades that I have in the description box. How about that? How about that? This is the Snaky Balm Skin Tint in N06, and I bought this because I thought this would be really pretty to put like when I'm wanting to do almost an underpainting type technique, like when I want to maybe put bronzer or like a deeper shade in my bronzing areas instead of just going all over with foundation. So there is the shade right there. Sorry, I actually burned my hand this week, so let's not look at that. Let's look at this shade. I thought this would be really pretty to use as bronzer on like light makeup, no makeup days. So that is the Snaky Balm Hydrating Skin Tint in N06, and again, I do think that's going to be really pretty to use as like a bronzer on me. So that was kind of what I was thinking with that shade. And let's look at the next one. Oh, I did get a Sculpt shade. This is the shade Taupe. Let's see. I was thinking online that this might be like too cool toned for me. I am a olive undertone. I will look for things that are olive, and I am olive warm leaning. So I really kind of avoid cool tones, but this looked so pretty on the site that I was like, I wonder if I could try that. Here's the swatch of it right here, and I actually don't think it looks too cool. I think it's kind of neutral, maybe a little bit of coolness on my skin tone, but I think that's gonna be really pretty to try to contour with, because I know contour is to create shadows and dimension, and shadows are cool tone, but on my skin, I can't use things that are too cool. So I definitely am looking forward to trying that. That's really pretty. Okay, I'm glad, because I was worried, like, when I was looking online, I was like, is that going to be a bit too gray? But definitely not. Oh, I love swatching makeup. It's just so fun. This shade right here is a lip and cheek tint in Sunburnt. So the shade I had previously was Persimmon, and that shade I think was made for me. Like, I love so much. But Sunburnt was the other shade that I wanted. So I'm so happy that they sent this to me. Look, isn't that pretty? Let me go now to the other hand, because this is beautiful. Now, my favorite way to apply these Salt New York products is definitely with a brush. That is a beautiful, beautiful blush color. Really beautiful. It's for those, like, what? I'm not wearing makeup. I woke up like this. Like, I'm just naturally flawless. Isn't everybody type of days? This is the Best Case Concealer in N11. I wanted to get a shade that was much lighter than anything else I had, so that when I wanted to go for that bright under eye, or if I wanted to pull in my concealer and maybe I just wanted something a little lighter, I could mix. So this shade is definitely going to be too light for me, but it's going to be perfect for when I want to just add that touch of brightness right under the eye, or to mix in with my concealer color to lighten it just a bit. So again, that is in 11 in the concealer shade. So you can see there, it's definitely light. It would give me some brightness to my under eye area, and that is definitely what I wanted. I really like kind of mixing and matching my complexion products. I love mixing my foundations, mixing my concealers, using two different things to like create my custom color, my custom everything. Like, it's just fun to me, okay? Makeup to me is not for me to look better, because hi, better for who? Better than what? Like, we all look great the way we wake up, okay? No makeup. Makeup to me is like fun. I love to have fun with it and play. Even if I'm only spending 10 minutes of having fun, that's my me time. So these are so pretty. I'm looking forward to mixing and playing with these, and I'm definitely going to be adding in my other Salt products and creating some little looks, so I can definitely film those for you if you want. Just let your girl know, and we can do that. I've got a little trash box next to me, but I'm not throwing these away, because this is the type of bag I love to put like jewelry in when I travel. So I'm keeping these, and I'm keeping my note from Kiki because she's such a kind person. Milk Makeup sent me a couple of their jelly tints, and if you didn't know, I actually bought the jelly tint when it launched and love it, but they sent me two shades that I don't have. I was super excited. This just showed up in the mail. I didn't expect it. I didn't know this was coming. So I have the shade Chill. I actually put on a little bit of this today. No, not the shade Chill. I actually put on the shade Burst. I'm like, wait a minute. I put on the shade Burst. This is like a pinky color. I put it on, and then when I was like going to do the eye look, I'm like, I don't know that a pink blush is the vibe. So I just went over like my blush with a little bit of my bronzer to kind of like let myself have a pinky blush moment, but with that bronzer draped over it to kind of like pull the look together. You know what I'm saying? But these I love. If you've been here for a while, you know I love these. Where am I even going to swatch this? Maybe here on my wrist. So these are a stain. If you have oily skin, I love it. They last, okay? What I like to do, and what I did today, is I like to take my brush and rub it over like this. I do have a review of this here on my channel. I have a short up with a different shade when they first launched, because I know this seems like a gimmicky product, right? Like, it's jelly and it seems fun, but sometimes products can be fun and they can work, and these work. Like, they're fun and they work. So I was super excited that they sent me two colors that I did not have, because I love this formula. This is the shade Chill, and I'll put it right here. I love a red blush. If you have never worn a red blush, like, am I showing you this? No. YouTube swatcher of the year over here, y'all. If you have never worn a red blush, try it. It can give you this beautiful, like, sunburnt look to where it looks healthy and fresh and flush, but you're not giving yourself skin damage, and who doesn't love that? So if you've never tried a red blush, try it. And like I said, it is a stain, so this is not something that you're gonna wanna swipe on your cheek, take a sip of your Coke Zero, check your email, and then blend. No, that's not the vibe. That's not the vibe with this formula. You're gonna want to, like I said, you know, you try what you want to do, but I like taking it straight from the applicator on my brush and then going on the cheeks, and it's beautiful. It blends beautifully and it lasts all day. Those are such pretty shades, y'all. They're so pretty. DD Signature sent me their new palette. This is the Ultimate Cappuccino palette. I really like DD Signature. I do have reviews on their palettes here on my channel. I have some of his shorts. I have some in palette rankings all across my channel. But DD Signature is another independently owned brand, woman-owned brand. And this is their newest palette. It's a very like earthy colors, right? Cappuccino. I can see that in some of these brown tones, some of these tones down here. And look, we're gonna pull the sticker off the mirror together. I have not had a chance to play with this palette yet, but I'm really looking forward to playing with it soon. Hold up, like this sticker is playing me. Oh, that is so satisfying. That is so satisfying. So DD Signature in the past, I have really liked their shimmers, and their mattes I liked, I didn't love. And the last palette they did, I definitely noticed an improvement in their matte formula. So I'm looking forward to swatching these mattes and trying them on the eyes and seeing them, like seeing how they apply. I can already tell here that we do have a green to blue to purple, like shifty shade right here. And then it looks like the others might be like duochromes or shimmers, but we do have a mostly matte palette. Mocha, Frappuccino, French Vanilla. Let me show you a close-up before I just like dip my fingers in. So yeah, there's some really pretty shades in here. And before we swatch, I want to show you, it came in this bag, like a coffee bag. How cute is that? The Ultimate Cappuccino DD Signature. I thought that was super duper cute. But let's maybe, I want to kind of get a feel for the mattes and see. I'm running out of space. Ooh, that looks pretty, right? I want to swatch maybe that kind of like multi-chrome or duochrome. See, okay, let's just put it here. Oh, that is pretty. Let me stop playing. Let me stop playing. Let me insert swatches so that you can see how this palette swatches out, because this shade, like, you need to see the sparkle in it. It's very pretty. And we will definitely have to play with this palette in the future, because I really want to dip my brushes in and see how these shadows perform. I like the concept too of like a cappuccino palette. That's a cute yellow. Okay, we'll definitely be playing with that in the future. And this, like, I'm sorry, that is just, that's adorable. That is adorable. YSL sent me their mascara, and if you didn't know, let me just tell you, their Lash Clash waterproof, phenomenal. I already reviewed that mascara. I've already talked about how much I love it. If you haven't heard me rave about it, definitely go check out my video where I talk about your favorite products for the month, because I talk about that mascara there. And I'm interested to see, because it was y'all's favorite for the month of April, I'm interested to see if it's y'all's favorite for the month of May too, because once a month I sit down, I try to look at like what y'all were loving, like what links y'all were clicking, all of that for products, and we talk about it together. So I'm wondering if y'all are gonna love Lash Clash like I do again. And I don't even love waterproof mascaras like that, but I love that one. So YSL sent me their non-waterproof. They sent me the brown shade and the black shade. So I am wearing black today, Lash Clash 1. So my only problem with this is I'm gonna have to remember that shade 1 is black and that shade 2 is brown. I'm gonna have to memorize that, because on the packaging, it does not say black, brown. It just says shade 1 and shade 2. And I'm gonna have to remember that. or I'm gonna have to keep them in the box, which I don't like to do. Like, who wants to get a box out and open it up every single time they do mascara? Like, not I. But for now, until I can memorize that, I am gonna keep these in the box. This is the mascara that I'm wearing today. I'm wearing the black shade. I have not worn a brown mascara in years, so I'm looking forward to trying that. Maybe it would be pretty with the cappuccino palette and the browns in there, like something very light. Definitely try it, but that's the only downside, is I do wish it said like shade 1 black or something like that on here, because my memory is not the best, and I can see myself like constantly having to go to the Sephora site to make sure like what color mascara am I getting. Unless, you know what, maybe if I open the tube, it's very obvious. Sometimes it's not though. Oh no, it's very obvious. Okay, well, it's very obvious that this is brown. Okay, all right, still I would like it printed on the outside. Okay, like, okay. Clarity Cosmetics is another independently owned brand, and I have not tried Clarity Cosmetics in a couple of years. I think it was the Apocalypse palette that I bought from them. It's the only palette I had from them, and they reached out to me and asked me if they could send me their new palette, and I'm so happy they did, because look at this color story. Look at the artwork. Forbidden Love. I love this. And when I saw this color story and looked at how beautiful the shades were and swatched it out, I was so impressed. So impressed. I think this is beautiful. I created this look. Let me show you. I really loved my look. I really enjoyed the way the shadows performed, and I'm so looking forward to playing with this palette even more. I want to create something deep and dark and dramatic with the navy Love 'em and Leave 'em shade. I think that looks so bold and intense and beautiful, and I really, really, really want to create something with that. Something dramatic and just all around fun. I used the palette and I messaged them. I was like, do you offer codes? Because this is stunning. Again, I just like this color story. I think the formula is beautiful. I really like how there's an equal number of like mattes and metallic shades in here, and I just think it's cool. Like, it's very cool. I'm very impressed, and I know they just launched this palette on Thursday, so I will link to it down below. Game Beauty sent me their Attack on Titan makeup collection. So this is a Game Beauty. Yeah, let me not just guess, because I don't want fans to be upset with me, but this is a limited edition makeup collection. It's an anime series, Attack on Titan. So this is very cool. This is actually going to be launching on, let me not get it wrong, the 8th, I believe. And they did do a pre-order for this collection, and it's going to be in stock for purchase on the 8th. Like I said, I will put the information below, but this is like a true collector's set, and I wanted to unbox this with y'all. Like, everything I'm saying, I'm like, it's just so, like, it's making me so happy. Like, my makeup loving heart is so happy. So before I open it up, let me show you again what it looks like inside. So we do have 4 quad palettes, and then we have 4 lip products. These are all lip glosses. I'm sorry, can I count? 4 lip glosses and 3 quad palettes. I was thinking quad 4, but there's 3 quads and 4 lip glosses. So let me open these up so I can show you. This is Rose. This is the Rose palette. Yes, Rose palette. Very soft, very pretty colors. I like that. We have this beautiful like peach and mint green. We have a beautiful duochrome in here. I really like Game Beauty. I think they've done a great job. Like, they're one of those brands that just gets better and better and better over time, you know? So I'm gonna open up these palettes actually so I can show them all to you. So I showed you the Rose palette. I wanna make sure I show you everything well and swatch everything for you in case you are curious about this collection or were thinking about it. The next palette I have is the Maria palette. This one has a beautiful blue, brown, and like this yellowy, sparkly, beautiful, like duochrome-esque shade. There's something that's so convenient about a quad. Like, it's just easy. It doesn't take up a lot of space, and it just makes it like easy and effortless to create eye looks, right? So the last palette we have is the Senna palette, and this one is definitely more warm. Orange, yellows, like we've got another beautiful duochrome here and beautiful matte shades, really pretty. So I like that there's some variety here with these quads. I think that is super duper cute. There are 4 different glosses, and this is like a paper filling packaging. If you know the Sephora collection lipsticks, that's what this feels like, or like a roll of coins. If I don't know if they do this everywhere, but like in the US, you can like roll up your coins, like roll up your dimes and like take them places. That's kind of what the packaging feels like, and that's a pigmented gloss. So I definitely want to make sure I show you close-ups of the characters on the gloss, because this is very detailed. We have Makissa. I do apologize if I say any of the characters' names incorrectly. I definitely don't want to upset anybody, and if this is like your favorite anime, please let me know, because maybe it could be something I could like. We also have Aaron, Levi, and Armin lip gloss. And the back of the collection, because I know that this like collector's box will be available for purchase. It's already on the site, it's just not in stock yet, but it says show the love to your favorite Titan Slayer in the most unique and stylish way. So I think that is super fun. Game Beauty, it's just a fun brand. I do have lots of videos here on my channel with Game Beauty, and I think that their collections overall just keep getting better and better and better. So I'm really looking forward to creating looks with these. I think this is cool. Like, this is a collector's piece. I love like keeping some of my beautiful palettes and like limited edition collections, things that you can't get anymore. I love keeping those like on display, and I could definitely see this being like a display piece if you are a huge fan. And overall, really, really beautiful, really, really feels quality. I did buy my shirt this week. It's a new non-makeup thing. It's like a fitted shirt. I'm 5'7", and this hits like right at my belly button. So it's not a crop, but it's not a long shirt. I love wearing it with like high-waisted shorts. This is soft, but I saw this color and I'm like, okay, I have to have that. So I will link this down below. It's not makeup, but I like to put y'all on when I find stuff that I like. And I bought these lashes from Kiss. These are the new natural minimal look pearl earring lashes. You can see they're very wispy looking. They don't look super long, but they look long enough, because I don't like lashes that are too short, because I definitely like lashes to like open my eye up. But they look so wispy, and the band is clear. I went into Walgreens to get some Skittles and I saw those and I'm like, ooh, let me just grab those. So I wanted to show you those. I picked those up from Walgreens. And then I have one more thing from the brand Salem Cosmetics. Salem Cosmetics is another independently owned brand, and they are located in New Orleans. So this is Love is Blood palette. And opening it up, we have beautiful pinky berry shades. I like the mix of like orangey tones and yellowy tones in here. We have really pretty shimmer shades, some mattes with sparkle. And this note in here says that the palette is available now. They're available for pre-order. I'm looking forward to testing and trying this palette, reviewing it in the future. Like I said, always follow up. I come back with reviews, and I specifically want to play with this shade right here. This feels really nice and creamy to the touch. What is this one called? This one is called Devotion. So maybe I can swatch it right there. That's pretty. Okay, it feels nice and creamy. I'm looking forward to playing with this palette. I think the look I have in mind is like this top row right here. I think the way it's laid out makes it super convenient. So I'm definitely going to be playing with this. Again, this is from the brand Salem Cosmetics. I just love talking about makeup. It's so fun to me. I would love to know if you're on a low buy or a no buy, or if you got anything new this week, or if you have your eye on anything new. Please stick around, hang out with me. I have so much makeup content here on my channel. Like I said, it has been a rough week for me personally, but makeup always cheers me up. Makeup always makes me happy, and somehow I always find myself like adding things to cart. I placed a Sephora order this morning actually, so you'll be seeing that in next week's haul.